At some point, if you're wheeling at Moonlight Racing, you have to do the waterfall. Since I first went to the park many years ago, it's always something that I wanted to do. It's not as intimidating as it once was, but I was not going to do it on my stock setup with 32-inch tires because the breakover angle was not enough to avoid smashing my skid plates on such an obstacle. So I've waited until I had my current setup, which is a 2.5-inch lift on 35-inch tires, and felt confident to go for it.
That's no fun.
And of course, I had to be shown up with someone with their new toy that has 42-inch tires on it, walking both up and down the waterfall, but that's okay. I did what I wanted to do and had a good time.
Down. 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 Stop it. Unlike you, I'll probably try to get in position. Right here looks good.
You look good.
Want to go locker?
I do lockers. Good in the back. Still good.
How close am I?
Oh, you got a foot from your rear tire. You got... All right, you're coming up.
Not bad. Not bad.
Most of the trails shown in this video are all pretty well labeled at the park other than X-rated, but at the end of this video I'll show you where these trails are just to help you find them. One of the most challenging obstacles at Moonlight Racing can be found on Pumpken Smasher. And on this particular day, it got the best of the purple monster, but we were afraid bouncing the heck out of it, trying to get over this obstacle would break something. So we left this one for another day.
Man,
Gave me a bath.
Almost, but yeah, I mean, you really, there's that little divot. I think you almost want some rocks in there, otherwise you might break something. I don't know, but unless you can climb up on one of the sides a little bit more, so you at least get one tire up. I don't know which is better, left or right.
Pretty big rock over here to my left. Can I just bounce up to it?
It's your vehicle, man. I'll probably go. Yeah. Oh.
Nope.
I don't know, maybe if you kept on the gas that time, you would have had it, but I don't know. I don't know.
Next up, Stairway to the Moon. Now I will say I've seen vehicles do this that are less than even what my vehicle is, so you definitely don't need 42-inch tires or anything like this to do this obstacle. But you also have to be prepared to take some damage potentially. So on this particular day, I gave Stairway to the Moon a firm pass, but you can see the purple monster eat it up.
Yeah, I think you need to get over there and yeah, have at it. You want me to spot or you're just gonna go for it?
I'm gonna
right.
Pretty good eye on this side. Never mind.
Back up just a little bit. Okay. Yeah, if you can turn driver. Okay, you got it. Straighten. Yeah.
Now I went up the bypass trail that kind of runs parallel to Stairway to the Moon. And if you've ever wondered what's past Stairway to the Moon, or at least the main obstacle, now you'll know. It's basically a little valley trail that runs parallel to the main trail on the map, and it eventually runs into it. Next up is X-Rated. Unlike all the other trails in this video, which are wild, this is a moderate trail. And I will say, if you're thinking about going on this trail, I would do so later in the fall or early in the spring when there's not too much vegetation. I walked this trail one time in the summer, and it was hard to tell that it was even there.
It looked a little bit more intimidating than what I thought it was going to.
There's quite a bit of hill to it.
Yeah, I'll give it a try, why not?
And if you do try it with full vegetation, you will certainly have more things banging up against your vehicle than what you see here.
Trees. Jesus. Thank you, sir. Pinstripes on this trail.
Finally, we have Horsepower Hill. When you get to the end of the trail and you see the hill, you basically have three different options. The far left one is actually Horsepower Hill, and the other two, I'm assuming, are bypasses. I think it was when I first got my new 35-inch tires, and I wasn't on a lift at that point. I did try the bypass that's closer to Horsepower Hill. I have a video on that, but it didn't go well. Essentially didn't make it up. When I was backing down, I hit a tree. Not fun. So this time I tried the other bypass, which is easier but still challenging in itself. But this time I was successful. Yay me.
actual horsepower hill is the one, like once you get up here past a few of these trees, it's the one that's on the furthest to the left.
Gotcha.
And the one that I tried last time was the one right beside it, and I failed. And I see the tree that I've hit. Show off. Want me to spot you on this?
Now, if you watch closely, you can see some man-made erosion in process. The purple monster took a nice chunk out of Horsepower Hill. It may not look like much, but the chunk of rock that the purple monster kicked out of the hill was probably a little bit over a foot long.
That's funny. Big chunk of it came off. Yeah, wife's gonna be really pissed if you do.
Yep. Go driver. There you go. You're perfect.
So the trails in the video were number 38, Waterfall, which is a wild down here. Number 7, Pumpkin Smasher, which I forgot was a moderate. I'm not sure how. It's here. Number 11, Stairway to the Moon, which is here. And then number 42, it's X-rated. It's a moderate trail over here. So all 4 of these are on the southwest part of the park. And then the other trail that we hit was, again, another wild, number 21, Horsepower Hill, which is way over here, which you can get to either from Lunar Trail or from, which we did, was number 20, Martin's Revenge. You can go up this little valley path up to 21. So one thing I did want to point out, one, use Maprika for the park if you're going there. But for me, there's a few parts of that map on Maprika that don't really match this map, most notably down in this little corner. So I'll show you the satellite view and just point out where these trails are and how to get to them. And one thing I should mention is the easiest way to get to 38 is actually on a trail that is not even on this map, which isn't surprising if you've been to Moonlight. but you can see it from the satellite view. So just to orientate you real quickly here, so we have the driveway, which goes down to the check-in, and then we have this main parking lot. And if you go to Dry Branch Creek, which probably most people will, they'll see a hill here. So you can take this hill, kind of go back down to here. And this is the trail that I was talking about, which is on the map. And this is number 38 here. Pumpkin Smasher, if we zoom in a little bit more, it's right here. So not too far from the waterfall. And then Stairway to the Moon is here. So basically, the Purple Monster went up here. I took this bypass, which is part of this normal trail, which you can see here. But from this bypass, you can take a short but steep descent into this valley and meet up with this Stairway to the Moon. And you kind of take this valley path all the way back up into here. As for Horsepower Hill, it's right here. So you can either go up Lunar Trail and go down it to get to Horsepower Hill, or you can wrap around through Martin's Revenge, which we did, and basically you go up this little valley up to Horsepower Hill here. Oh, the other one that I forgot to mention was number 42 X-rated. So again, check in here, parking lot here, main hill here from the parking lot. So if you go up Dry Branch Creek a little bit, and I'm surprised you can even see it on this map, but number 42 X-rated is this little path here, which then hits this path, which leads you back to that little main hill that takes you to the parking lot. So that's it.